addressing some lies that I've been attacked with over time. And I made a short about this before, but here we are live. I'll be addressing some lies. So, since I'm a high value, high status, quality male, that's extraordinary in different ways. I have a lot of people being envious. It's like the beauty tax, so-called beauty tax, where it's like if you're more attractive, more handsome as a man than the average man, or more beautiful as a woman, you'll get a lot of people being envious of you and just hating you because you're better than them, you look better than them. It's like being fit tax. If you're in great shape, you will make a lot of people, haters, be envious of you, and you provoke insecurity just by being better, being in better shape. So people like David Goggins or Mike Sadler are in really good shape. There's a lot of people, the average American is obese and have a lot of belly fat and fat all over. And if they see you being whipped with a six-pack, that will make them feel bad, see? The average physique, the average American is obese and fat. So if you rip chisel with a six-pack, that will make the average person that is also toxic and insecure hate you. So this is like a beauty tax. This is what we call a beauty tax, which means if you're in great shape and you're in better shape than a lot of people, since the average person is obese, fat, unhappy with the body, and they see you being close to ideal or an ideal physique, that makes them feel bad, and they become a hater. So being a high status, high value Superman, a superhuman, that's more intelligent, superior in my intellect, higher IQ than 99% of people, more handsome than 99% of people, in better shape than 99% of people. There's gonna be a lot of people that hate you. They get envious and dislike you because they feel provoked and insecure. So if you're better than others, people will feel insecure. And the reason I'm better is thanks to God. The reason I'm better looking, have a higher IQ, and in better shape than most people is because God, because of God. Okay, both God created genetics, Adam and Eve, that despite the sin corruption, sometimes manifest beauty and a high IQ. And also, after getting saved as a young man, God has been acting in my life, helping me to learn the truth of how to be strong, fit, and healthy, how to protect myself from low testosterone, which makes you fat, and things like this. So, I'll be addressing one of the things that people have been attacked with lies. Sometimes people gaslight. It's like people come and attack with lies. And then that makes me mad because I don't like lies. The sin of lying, it makes me mad. People attack me with lies sometimes. It irks me. I shouldn't be happy about it. I shouldn't be like, oh, I love it when people lie to attack me. And then they see me get mad and go, truth hurts, doesn't it? That's gaslighting. No, but pisses me off is people lying to attack me a lot of times. So, for example, a common lie that I've gotten, because a witness to my high status, high valueness, which is what haters don't like me. They see me being better than them. They feel like this guy's better than me. He's more attractive. He's better looking. He's smarter or something. You just feel that I'm better than them. And that makes them feel bad and want to devalue you. See? And you suck. They feel like they suck compared to you. You feel bad something. You suck. You don't have value. You're low value because they feel that you have your high value. And that's the issue. And then me being able to attract a quality woman, high value woman, be wonderful. My wife, a young, beautiful, feminine woman with a low body count, that is like a testament to my values. It's like a witness to. So haters already feel like, whoa, Mike is a higher value man than I am. He's more confident, more courageous, more talented, better looking, more intelligent, and more athletic. That makes me feel bad. So he's higher value than me. That makes me feel bad. He's more valuable than I am. Okay? And I feel like worthless compared to him. And a witness to my high value is the level of woman I can attract. So women go for the best option available to them. So if you have a high value woman, that's like a witness to you being a high value man, which is why they need to attack and devalue that. Because it's like a second witness, where it's like, we is a high value woman and she picks Mike. She could pick, she's attractive enough, young enough, feminine enough, she could pick and choose. Okay. And she picked Mike as her mate, despite him being low income, see, meaning being financially weak in the average man. We still picked Mike. So that's like a testament, a witness to my high value, which is what the haters like. Which why I get comments like, your wife is only with you for a green card or for the money, or, which is not true. And like logic and reason apply to that. So, it's not that Mike is ripped with a six-pack and handsome and charismatic and intelligent. That's not why women find him attractive and he can attract a woman. It's him being poor, okay? So it's like, I've had people, they go, Mike, your wife is a lady boy, is another thing too. What's that? Oh, a lie. Lies hurt, don't they say? Lie. Mike, your woman is a lady boy, things like this. So what is that? A lie. My wife, we wonderful, is a woman. I've gotten several haters attacking me and lying and saying that my wife is a lady boy, which is a racist stereotype on top of a lie, okay? Because Thailand is a country that statistically has more lady boys, transgenders lady boys, than Sweden or America statistically. Now does that mean that every woman in Thailand is a lady boy? Because maybe in Sweden it's 0.3% of transgenders, and in Thailand maybe it's 0.9 or something like this. Does that mean that if a woman no, okay, it doesn't mean that she's lady. So that's something I got several times. Your wife is a lady boy, she's a lady boy. Now, we has female genitalia and always has, which means she's always been a woman. She didn't go from being a man, get operations and hormone treatments to look more like a woman now. But okay, so a lady boy is somebody that has male genitalia, but there's other things that's been done to make them look like they're a woman, like hormone therapy, maybe estrogen, whatever they do, surgeries and things. Now, we as a woman always has been a woman. Okay, so that's interesting too, that there's a lie that's been used to attack me by haters. What is that? Devaluation. Because people don't like me because they perceive me to have higher value than them. It gives them a narcissistic injury, and they need to get to devaluation and be like, Mike, you suck. Because and a witness to my value that the other can perceive. Mike is more attractive, and attractive people can attract more attractive people. The more attractive you are, the higher level women you can attract. So they see you being more attractive, they are higher powered, higher value, and that irks them. Just them seeing you looking better, being more talented, things like, oh, this guy, I feel like he's higher value than me, which provokes the devaluation efforts. You suck, Mike, you ain't anything. That's the issue. And then a witness to the high value that they can perceive is the quality of mate that is attracted to me. Understand? So it's not that they dislike women being beautiful. It's like, that's like a testament to Mike being more valuable. So it's an issue with the truth, basically. The truth is Mike is more attractive, I am handsomer. He's in better shape, he's superior. He's more intelligent, I am, I can sense that. It's like everybody knows that it's better, and people value, it's like being smart and good looking and talented and in good shape, rather than out of shape, okay? Being rich with a six-pack, handsome and intelligent and talented and athletic, that's something that people like look, that's high level. And if people are looking to be like, say you suck, be like, well, you're out of shape and you're fat and you're dumb. So it's like when people are dealing with kind of devalue each other, people go to you're dumb and you're ugly and things like this, because they know that it's like, oh, it's good and a value to be intelligent and attractive, see. So, addressing some of the lies. So here's the thing, it's like a beauty tax, understand? So if you're a beautiful woman, you will, and you're not hiding, okay, but you're a person that's out in this world, you're a YouTuber, and if you're more attractive than the average woman, you have mediocre and sub-mediocre attractiveness of a woman, see this beautiful woman, especially if there's males that are giving her more attention, be hating you, because, so that's a beauty tax. It's like a woman who's attractive above baseline will have other women, so it's not impossible that it's toxicity. So it's not like it's built into human beings that if somebody is more good looking than you, you have no choice but to envy and hate them for it. No, it's people that have low character. People low character, they are more narcissistic and toxic, and just, it's a character issue. So I see people all the time having things that I don't have, like more money, for example. I see celebrities sometimes, they have like a Rolex or a yacht, and I don't feel like I'm angry at them because we don't want to attack them because of it. So that it's an issue with people's character, and people low character will be angry at people for being better than them, and they will be. So it's a character issue. So that's the thing. My wife, we wonderful, is a beautiful young woman who's feminine. She's less than 30 years old. I'm 36. Okay, I think she's 29 and a half now or something like this. So she's a young, beautiful, feminine. So femininity is valuable. She's a young, beautiful, feminine woman with a low body count. Okay, so the average American woman or Swedish woman is hyper masculine, has a high body count, and is low attractiveness, not that beautiful. Like the average Jane, the average American, average Swedish woman is not that beautiful, good looking. They have a high body count, so most women at like 25 has had 3+ sexual relationships, a high body count. And a woman's value goes down with each romantic relationship she chooses to get into. So I've been able to attract a woman who's feminine, beautiful, above baseline average, and with a really low body count. See? So a lot of it is inverse. It was like, oh, I can't attract women of this caliber. I can only attract the average looks, hyper masculine woman who's not that feminine, but is too masculine and has a high body count. Okay. So I don't like that it's testament to Mike's values that he can attract a beautiful woman with a low body count and high on femininity. Bro, have you been to war? Oh, he's a hater. No. Do you own a business? No. Are you rich? No. You're not entertained. I'm not saying I'm entertained. I'm not trying to be either. Now, I am what entertained pretends to be. A person who's like, I'm telling you what the deep state of what you know. Okay? So I'm not trying to be like entertained. I am myself. Okay? And being rich is not really a major flex, because most people that are rich because they sell out, or you don't get rich. There's more people being rich for having low character, like narcissistic people that are scamming you and deceiving you and things like this. So I don't really care about it. It's kind of pathetic of an attack. Have you been to war? Yes, actually. I'm a Christian, a persecuted Christian who's taught with gang stalking. So I've been taught with psychological warfare, physical warfare, even chemical warfare for the last decade plus. So yes, actually, I've been to war. My life has been a war. I've been taught with a secret persecution program called gang stalk for 10+ years. There's somebody wrote my knee hurts. Yeah, but yeah, yeah. You always find the right channel. Okay. So, bro, have you been to what? Yes. No. Do you own a business? No, I don't own a business. Do you hear me say I got a business? Are you rich? No, you're not entertained. Thank God I'm not entertained. But then you will be rich from to a snare. The many deceit from hurtful lust with government and destruction and perdition. So entertainment is not a money from producing internet porn. Where I teach masculine, I'm a Christian being persecuted, told with a war, a persecution called gang stalking, which I've been talking about. And entertainment is a person that, what I go is like, stop watching porn, don't watch porn. And young men out here, if you're into masculinity, being a person that's more masculine by character and physically than the average person, a leading man, alpha. But my masculine culture is not sleep with many women and make porn to make money. Andrew Tate has produced porn to make money, or almost like a light human trafficking, you could say, where he gets women to work for him to make sex content, pornography. And it's like a scam element to it. If you look at it, I'm not going to speak too much on this because I had to freshen up my memory and look at that content and do a little bit of research. But I know that he's been criticized. People alleging that he's like exporting women, kind of tricks them into trying to get them to start making porn content or cam websites for them to make money. Okay, kind of like how to talk a girl into being an OnlyFans model and you're kind of her manager or something like this. So I'm anti-porn. What I teach masculinity being a Christian man is I recommend you to wait until you find a wife, get married, have sex all over her. Whereas Andrew Tate is like, yeah, an alpha has many women and is rich, kind of. There is that part of masculinity culture, where it's like sleeping around with a lot of women and getting paid. That's what masculinity is about. No, it's not. But then it will be with focus, their meditate for her philosophy, drama, and destruction and perdition. So I'm glad that I'm not Andrew Tate. I'm glad that I'm not Andrew Tate. So I'm going to get back to what I'm going to say here. So I've had people come and accuse me. I have a wife who lives in Thailand, and that's something that is a witness to my value, you see. Because wow, I can get a woman of this caliber, a feminine woman who's attractive, and this woman picks Mike as her mate. See, he can attract a woman, and then this level woman too. It's not like an ugly woman with a high body count. So that is why they need to attack that. It's devaluation. So I've had people say that your wife is a lady boy, which is not. So it's not that every woman in town is a lady boy. It's interesting to see how it's not the truth that you see me ranting being angry about. It's lies that I get attacked, let's say. Like your wife is a lady boy, transgender. Your woman who's a lady boy, she's not a lady boy. It's interesting how this gang stalking porn, flying monkeys and haters, is the lies that are upsetting me, see? And gaslighting, see? She's a lady boy, she's not a lady boy. She was born a woman and has never not been a woman. So that's a lie, see? Another thing is they try to devalue to be like, they don't want to accept reality. The reality is, she saw me on a dating site, saw a handsome, sexy guy, falls in love with him, gets attracted. And after the visual, then she said, wow, this guy is handsome. Fall in love with my looks, okay? Now we start talking and she falls in love with my heart and personality too. So they don't like that. So it's like, once again, the valuation, like she's just with you for a green card or money or something like this. Now, let's apply to logic and reason. She's a young, attractive woman on a dating website. If she was looking for a sugar daddy money, why would she pick a guy who can't send her money because he's poor on disability, okay? When she could easily be one of these women, if it was money and a green card she was looking for, she could have been in Sweden or America right now. See, she could get one of these middle-aged, unattractive white guys that have money and fly her over, and she could be living in a villa. And so, do you understand? If she was that type of girl, she is the type of girl that could get that if that's what she was on the dating site for. If she was not looking for love, but a sugar daddy, she could have got a sugar daddy, rather a guy who's ripped with a six-pack, handsome and attractive, and has competence that she's attracted to, that can teach her things. It's like if she was in it for the money, she could have got a guy with money and be one of these women, which they're all those type of women in any culture. They're like a 20-something-year-old Filipino or Thai woman that finds a middle-aged, out of shape, unattractive white guy in Sweden or America and gets with that person, and they get to live with them and have more money and stuff. So if she was that type of woman, if they was looking for money and not love, looking for a sugar daddy, a pimp, and not a husband, that's somebody that she loves, like the Disney tale, like I'm looking for the love of my life, you understand? Somebody to sweep me off my feet and like, wow, this guy. Do you understand? Like that, if that was what she was looking for, I'm looking for a guy, the man of my life. If she was like, I'm looking for somebody who can be my sugar daddy, give me money, she could have gotten a middle-aged, unattractive white guy who's got a lot of money. Who could have flew? Why would she be in a relationship for 5 years, long distance, and I'm not sending her any money, and she spends hours talking to me every day on video calls, and she's probably sent me more things than I've sent her. Understand? She needs stuff, ships it to me. I made a shirt for you. She buys t-shirts. She sent me more stuff than I've sent her. It's like she sent me gifts. She sends me birthday gifts, sends me this. She's gifted me more things than I've gifted her. It's like what I've given to her is my coaching. It's like, honey, you need to start taking niacin on top of the vitamin C I got you on. You need to start taking niacin and magnesium and D3 and probiotics. and she can't afford to buy that. So I go, send money, buy this supplement for yourself. Because I'm telling you, you gotta start taking magnesium and niacin. And she's like, yeah, maybe next month I buy it. And I go, I'll send you money, you buy it right now. Okay, you buy this magnesium bottle for yourself. So the only time I've sent her something is to pay for supplements that I'm telling her she has to take. Understand? Like you have to start taking niacin, 500 milligrams a day at bare minimum, and this and that. And then she said, I'll start saving up for it. I go, no, I'll send it, you buy it for yourself right now. So I obviously, I'm not gonna be a guy where it's like we could accurately be like, well, I wouldn't want it to be like, well, before I met Mike, I had some money, but since I met this guy, he keeps telling me I gotta buy this up and that up, and now I'm poor. So after I met Mike, I have less money because he keeps telling me I had to spend money on this and this and that. So when I kind of push on her, you have to take the supplement every day, and she doesn't have the money to, then I help her to pay for the supplement that I'm telling her you have to take it every day. Understand? So, she's not with me for the money. So that's something, another lie. People don't like that. She's actually loves me, fell in love with me. See, she fell in love with me. She loves me, and she loves me. So that's the pathetic relation tends to people go. She's just looking for the money. What money? If she was looking for a guy to give her money, why would she pick a guy who's on disability has less money than most guys? Okay, so that's one of the areas where I'm weaker than the average person financially. Where I have less money than the average Joe. Okay, less monthly income than the average Joe. So why would she pick a guy who's more attractive physically and personality and competence, higher value? Like it's that. It's like competence, personality, looks, IQ, talent, and things higher than average, but financially lower than average. Apparently, she's attracted to the other things and not the financial aspect of this man. See? So, I understand that there's a lot of guys that are jealous because I can attract a quality woman. A beautiful woman with a low body count who's feminine and a quality woman, and that really hurts people's feelings. People don't like that. So yeah, who am I convincing yourself? Yeah, I'm trying to convince myself that my wife is not a ladyboy, that I'm reacting to it. Like these different lies people have been saying to develop a relationship. Yeah, I'm trying to talk myself into thinking my wife is not a ladyboy. That's why I'm saying this. I'm trying to roll to you, convincing yourself. Yeah, what I'm doing is not responding to lies with the truth and using logic and reason to make my arguments. Okay, it's that I'm trying to convince myself that she's not a ladyboy because that's the truth that she is. Okay, so I have to tell myself she's not a ladyboy. That's what I'm doing. You gaslight. No, it's not. So. I understand that a lot of people are jealous because my wife is like a witness to my value, that I'm superior to the average man, that I'm superior to the average man. That's the issue, that I'm more attractive to women than 90% of men physically. I'm handsome and more intelligent, more competent, personable, things like this. And the level of mate, caliber mate is a testament to my value because women go for the best option available to them. So if they're on a dating site, it's an ugly guy with a mediocre IQ and a handsome guy with a same level IQ. She's more attracted to the handsome guy that is not really smart, but is handsomer. Like this guy is handsomer, better looking, a little bit smarter, more likely to pick the guy that's like the smartest, most handsome that they can get. Women go for the best option available to them. And there's a lot of options available to women on a dating site. And out of all the men writing to her on the dating site and people she sees show up in the feed, she picked me, okay? And what she said is she fell in love with my looks. Like she saw my picture and she fell in love with me the first time I saw you, she says. When I saw you show up on the dating site, the pictures of you, I fell in love with you, like day one. She like instantly fell in love with me. It's like the looks got me in the door and got her paying attention to me. Then we start talking, and she's also fallen in love with like my personality. Okay, and what she values is my competence, and she says, you can teach me many things, you support me, make my life better. She was suffering from allergies, and I was able to teach her how to improve her allergies. I've been teaching her how to become a Christian, for example, and she's become a Christian. So she's learned a lot of things that has made her life better. So here's the point. My wife is not a ladyboy. She's not with me for the money, and I'm not a sugar daddy. We don't have a relationship with her. She sees a guy, and she's not with me for the money. Okay, she's not exploiting me. She actually fell in love with me and loves me, and we're married, which brings me to my next topic. Some people go, it's not a real relationship because they didn't meet yet. I'm bold and unapologetic. It's a real relationship. We're married. We didn't meet yet. We've been in a long distance relationship, LDR. Video calls every day, talking, texting, and talking on video calls on the daily. And we got married like this. Like, we got married in a video call like this. And we're married. And I don't care. It's like, oh, but it doesn't count unless the state government signs off on it, something like this. Unless you fly over and go to the Swedish church and have a female priest that just got unmarried homosexuals marry you right after. It doesn't count. It has to be like on a government record for it to count. No, I believe you can get married on the phone. I believe you can get married in a letter. I believe you can get married in all kinds of ways. Okay. I believe you can get married without having a ceremony together right off on it. So me and my wife were married, and we love each other. We got married, exchanged vows in a video call. Okay. So, I mean, there was people in the Bible that had a full relationship. They never met. It's like I'm absent in the flesh but present in the spirit. And having a parent relationship with people through letters, see. Okay. Through letters. But more intense communication close to real life is real-time face-to-face talking and hear your voice, see. So if you can have a relationship in letters, so to say, how much more so like this? If you're having video calls daily, day after day for years, how much of a real relationship can you have talking face-to-face through electronics like this? You can have a relationship. So, I understand that being a high-value, high-status man who's superior to most men, smarter, harder, better, faster, stronger, smarter, more talented, more competent, in better shape, that makes a lot of people feel bad. And one of many things that make them feel bad also is they already feel and perceive that I'm higher value than they are. I'm more attractive to women. I look better. I'm smart. It's better to be highly intelligent and handsome and in shape, ripped with a six-pack. So it's like, yeah, I'm a superhuman. It's rare to have a genius IQ that I have confirmed by IQ test given by a psychologist. An extraordinarily intelligent person is what they wrote down in writing. So when I got tested for autism, all you people say I'm a retarded person because you can sense I'm more intelligent and you do inversions. I feel dumb when this guy talks and I go, say, you're dumb, Mike. Because that's how I feel. When I got tested for autism, they gave me an IQ test, the psychologist that works as a psychologist. It means an IQ test. And then after the multi-day testing for autism was done, they said one of the tests that they gave was an IQ test. And we don't tell people the number score, okay? But you got a really high score. And maybe you should try applying for Mensa. You know what Mensa is, she said, the psychologist. I go, yeah. And she has it, the number score, the number scoring it. But they don't, as standard, they don't tell the autistic person what the IQ number is for some reason. Maybe it could be because a lot of autistic people, some of them have a low IQ. And if you give them like you got a 76 and they go Google, it's like very dumb. Or if they tell people at school, I got a 76 IQ, I got tested for autism, they'd be like bullied or something. I don't know, but for some reason they don't do it. So after the psychologist give an IQ test, multi-day testing is over and I get diagnosed with autism. It's like the wrap-up day. The woman goes, a female psychologist, who had an IQ test and scored it. It says, we don't tell people the score like the number score, but you got a really high score. And maybe you should try applying for Mensa. And what they wrote down in the diagnosis paper is Michael is extraordinarily intelligent. Okay, so there's like words on your IQ level, your smartness level. Michael is extraordinarily intelligent, borderline gifted. So I think gifted is 140 plus IQ points. I think 140 and above is gifted, like in words. Like you're gifted if you're 140 plus. Okay. And that confirms a private IQ test I did in high school. There was 100, was it? I think it was 137. Okay, nice point. And she recommends I apply to Mensa. So a psychologist gives me an IQ test, writes down I'm extraordinarily intelligent, recommends I apply for Mensa. Okay, and Mensa, the entry level is you have to have a genius IQ to be sent to Mensa. So to be accepted to Mensa, you have to do an IQ test and have 98 percentile level IQ at least. You need to be a genius, have a really high IQ to be accepted to Mensa. It's like a high IQ club, okay? And the psychologist, they gave an IQ test. Recommends after giving me an IQ test, tell me we don't have people number score, but you got a high one. She writes down in the diagnosis paper, Michael is extraordinarily intelligent, borderline gifted, okay, level. And tells me, maybe you should try applying for Mensa. You heard about Mensa, maybe you should try applying for it. And that's how to get into Mensa applying is you need to have an IQ above 130 in the 98 percentile. Okay. So, anyway, it's better to be, yes, I'm a superhuman unapologetically, thanks to God. I'm smarter than 90% of people, better looking 90% of people, and in better shape 90% of people. So it's kind of beautiful I can argue for without lying that I'm a superman, a superhuman who's superior to most people in most ways. I'm better than most men in most ways. I'm in better shape, I'm ripped with a six-pack. Only one, notice how I'm really that way too. Really intelligent. 1 in 25,000 men have a six-pack, about 35. I have a six-pack at 36, ripped with a six-pack at 36. That's 1 in 25,000 physique. I'm in the fitness elite in terms of IQ. So no wonder so many people feel insecure around me, because I'm in the IQ elite. Superhuman intelligence, rare intelligence, like a genius level. So I'm in the IQ elite. So that it's rare to be this high in one area, to be the 1 in 25,000 with chiseled with a six-pack. That's rare. To be this athletic, in this good shape is rare. And to be that intelligent is also rare. And to be multi-talented, where you can sing better than 90% of people. And as I said this, and athletically talented about 90% of people. To be one as talented as I am, and this high level in one of these fields, IQ, looks, physique, talent, is rare. To have one of these areas be this high, but to have all of them at the same time, it's like a coat of many colors. Brilliance in this area, brilliance in that area, brilliance in this area. It's like he's got a genius IQ, a 1 in 25,000 physique, elite IQ, top 1% IQ, top 1% fitness physique, top 1% musically talented. So it's like, yes, the type of person that I am, like the tax of greatness is if the average person is destroyed and broken down by the deep state, and the norm is people are fat, obese, really out of shape, and really dumbed down, and you're really smart and in really good shape and really talented, it's like, yes, you're gonna have a lot of people be triggered and pissed and envious of you, okay? So, thank to God. First of all, I'd like to thank God for me being superior to other people, okay? I'd like to thank God that He blessed me with genetics that manifest the opposite of inbred. They manifest good facial symmetry, red shade, and handsomeness. I'd like to thank God for the great genes that gave me a genius level IQ. Quality genes lead to good looks and smarts, okay? Which is why you hear about people being inbred. They have low IQs and look weird, okay, like the hills have eyes. Like inbreeding, you have low quality genes if people sleep with their sisters, isn't this? Okay? And that leads to low quality genetics, to where people look bad and are dumb. Okay? With a cletus. I like me some French fries for this. Okay? So the opposite of that, quality genes lead to good looks and high IQs, see? Okay? And women also go for the fastest and most athletic. That also makes them more attractive. Because quality genes manifest as good looks, intelligence, and athleticism. See? Which leads to quality offspring. So, and beauty, intelligence, strength, everything comes from God. Okay? Now, God can also be glorified by taking somebody who's a loser and accomplishing great things for them. Okay? God can be glorified by taking somebody who's like sucks and is super low power in all areas, and then still somehow supernaturally accomplishing great things through them. Okay? Now, beauty comes from God. If you look at a beautiful painting, a Dali painting, it's like, wow, this is a great painting. The creator glorified. If you look at a beautiful painting, but who does the credit go to? It's like, oh, this master painter Dali or something like this. Okay? Picasso or something. So just looking good is glorified God. Naturally looking good. We're not talking about facial surgery or some kind of CGI or fakeness, but like looking good for real. That glorifies God, because God made human genetics that sometimes manifest despite the corruption or like sin. Sometimes manifest as good looks and high accuracy, despite like the quality of genetics decreasing over time. See, due to human sin, as examples. So, yeah, my wife, thank God for the traits and qualities He's blessed me with. Made me act like, given to me, allowed me to have. How we look at it is I thank God for having qualities, looks, having been able to enjoy good looks, good smarts, and things like this, and being in great shape. And I also thank God that He blessed me with a wife, wonderful, who's a truly wonderful wife and a really good match for me, a perfect match. And she's not a lady boy, and she's not with me for the money, okay? Because if she was with me for the money, she'd be like, I'm looking for a guy that has less money than the average person and won't be able to support me financially, but he will be able to support me with teaching and loving things, and be able to teach me the Bible and teach me how to be healthier and things like this. So that is also something that she's attracted to. And I asked her, it's like, one of the things she said is, I'm like that you support me. And I go, how do you support me? Well, you've been teaching me many things that help me. How to be healthier, teach me about vitamin, teach me how to Christian and things like this. So that's important. So I gotta finish up. It's not my fault that I'm superior, and a lot of you people are inferior. Who's inferior in your character? So I'm not a person who's of that low character. If I see somebody on Instagram that's got a Rolex or a yacht or a Ferrari, I don't feel like I hate them because they got a Ferrari and I don't. So I can't relate to people being like that. It's like I see, oh yeah, that's a cool car, but I don't go around being hungry for it. It's like that's not really what I'm. Do you understand? So it's not like excusable, because it's not that if somebody's better looking than you have no choice but to hate them for it. It's not that it's impossible to see somebody be smarter, better looking, more talented than you, without feeling bad and attacking them, see, and hate them for it. So it's like, on top of being low powered in your looks, IQ and stuff, the type of person gets jealous of people who are good looking and smart and talented. Your character is low too. It's like you're an envious person, which is sinfulness. See? So yeah, I don't care. I'm unapologetically masculine. And you don't like that. A Christian. I'm teaching Christian masculinity. Being a masculine man and teaching Christian masculinity and being bold and unapologetic. So yes, somebody came and talked about Andrew Tate. I'm not Andrew Tate. I don't want to be Andrew Tate. I'm better than Andrew Tate. I'm more masculine than Andrew Tate is. Okay, a real man. A real man is not somebody producing porn. Okay, a real man is not somebody getting women into porn, making porn to make money. Like a real man like me is somebody who's a force for good, is part of masculinity too. Like, where it's like, I for free make people videos preventing cancer in children, by what I teach on one other places. I'm teaching people how to make it less likely to die of cancer. I'm teaching men and women how to look, feel better, live longer, how to improve themselves for free. because that's something that's meaningful and good to do. Okay, that's more masculine. That's masculinity, like your character. Whereas like a man is not like a little rat. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna lie to people to make money, and I make money if I get women to be porn stars, I can make money off them. So I'm gonna do that to get more money. That's not good masculinity. That is like a more masculine is somebody like me. It's like, this world needs this. I'm gonna do it. This world is like men, women, children need to learn how the X, Y, and Z, and I'm gonna teach it to them without being paid. See, that's real masculinity. Not if I make porn, I make money. Like Andrew Tate, producing porn, like tricking women into being part of porn or talking them into making porn for him. And part of his Discord cult was like getting people like the coaching, I guess. It's like, hey guys, stop making porn, and you how to talk girls into being cam girls is part of how to make money or something like this. It's like ridiculous. So it's like I'm not a wannabe. I don't want to be like Andrew Tate, and I'm not like a borderline knockoff version. He's a knockoff version of me. Like Andrew Tate is somebody that pretends to be what I am. They try to market himself as being what I am for real. Like a masculine man that can teach masculinity to other people and how to truly have success, not fake success, not the normal success. So yes, I'm superior, and some people don't like it. Bro, you have been to war? No. Do you own a business? No. Are you rich? No. You're not Andrew Tate. And then laughing emojis. That's pathetic, okay? You're being pathetic. And then it goes, I'm not a hater after I come out and say he's a hater. I get you, man. You're spending time online, isn't it? No, and I'm not gonna say, I don't set it for breadcrumbs. Meaning, I'm not gonna let you gaslight where I call you on it. Where it's like, oh, you're a pathetic hater, okay? Oh no, I'm just having fun. No, it's not just having fun. You're being a toxic piece of crap, okay? A little pathetic hater. Yes, I've been to war. To the rest of the comment, bro, have you been to war? Yes. I've been taught with GameStop for 12 videos for the last decade, which is war. It's psychological warfare, there's been chemical warfare attacks. I've been attacked with a variety of weapons by the program. So yes, I've been in a war. I'm a Christian boy in a war, being persecuted. And just by being a Christian, I'm in a war. The Bible says you're a soldier of Christ if you're a Christian. Now, I'm more obviously a soldier than the average Christian because I've actually been targeted with a persecution program that is waging a war on me, physically and psychological warfare. Whereas people are recruited to target psychological warfare and in physical warfare, like chemical warfare, things like this. So yes, I've been in a war. Do you own a business? No, I don't own a business. Are you rich? No. Okay, but I have been to war. You're not Andrew Tate. So, bro, have you been to a war? Yes. Okay. Do you own a business? No. So I don't own a business. Okay. Are you rich? No. So I'm not rich. I don't own a business. You're not Andrew Tate, which is sadly insinuated that I'm trying to be like Andrew Tate or something like this. I'm not trying to be like Andrew Tate. Okay. What you might be picking up on, I am a man that's similar to Andrew Tate, that I'm masculine and teach on what's quality, what's good, and things like this. And you want to devalue that, see, like a hater, because you're not Andrew Tate. So here's a Christian man teaching what makes you, what is attractive, psychology, biology. You sound similar to what Andrew Tate talks about. You're trying to be like Andrew Tate. It's like, no, I'm not trying to be like Andrew Tate. I'm being me, okay? You have been to, yes, I've been to war. I'm not Andrew Tate. Yeah, I'm not Andrew Tate. What's your point? I'm not trying to be like Andrew Tate. Stop being passive aggressive and indirect like a little woman, okay? I'm not trying to be like Andrew Tate. I'm better than Andrew Tate. I'm more masculine than Andrew Tate. I'm the real one. He's a fake, a system shell counterfeit is what Andrew Tate is. Andrew Tate is a system shell counterfeit for me, what I am for me. Have you been to war? Yes, I've been to war. Do you own a business? No, I don't. And I'm not pretending to be this way. So I don't accept this, like, what people have been suckered into believing that what masculinity is, and it takes like that, being rich and having multiple businesses and a yacht. That is what the highest level of masculinity is. You got a yacht and many women and this and that, okay? No, that's not what it's about. I gotta finish on a flex. And I might pick this as the thumbnail after I'm finished. So yeah, it's not my fault that I'm a superior man and a real true superhuman. Where I have a one, and you don't like that it's the truth, see, that I can back up what I'm saying. They really don't like it when I use other people's opinions because it gives you more cognitive dissonance. It's harder to deny it. If I go, I'm an elite man, elite physique, and leave it at that, people go, no, I don't like accept it, I just go, that's not true. But if I pull up Greg Doucette, talk about all you have to do to stand out as being in better shape, fitter than the average person, is not be fat, because the average person is fat, obese. So all you have to do to be in rare physique, fitness, is not be fat, okay? Oh, you mean like me, less than 12% body fat, ripped with a six-pack, okay? Yeah, and also, did you know that 125,000 men have a six-pack? So all you gotta do to stand out and be fitter than 90% of men now, 90% of people, is not be fat. If you've got a flat stomach, you're not fat, okay? You're in really good shape. Your fitness level, physique is rare. Just if you're slim, okay? Now if you have a six-pack on top of it, and you're chiseled, so it's like, I'm not scrawny, see? It's like I'm athletic. I have an athletic build with a six-pack. That's top 1% physique. So I'm in the elite. I have elite fitness. I'm in elite physique. I'm in elite fitness. I like fat guys, what a fake woman account. Yeah, that's what women that lie say. Okay, like men lie to men that cannot attract a woman that's a virgin. Will tell her, oh, I don't mind if a woman has had previous guys. But the truth is that men judge women based on their body count. And every man will perceive a woman to be less valuable if she has a high body count versus if she has a higher one. There's like an intuitive perception of lower value. So a woman's value to a man goes down with each sexual partner. Okay? But why do you think that people use as an insult to devalue others? She's a slut or something like this. Because apparently that's a bad thing to be that people look down on. And they value somebody who's not a slut more than somebody is. See? It's like this woman is like a mattress. This woman she's a hoe. See? In blacks, whites, urban, in the south, it's like people in urban, like in like black people, the urban go like, she's a hoe. She sleeps around with everybody. And they look down on that. But you also have like Christians in the south, even the country boys tell me 50 will feel you, man. They'll be even in the south to be like, yeah, this woman is a whorish woman. What said the Lord, or something like this. Thou shalt not be a whorish woman. So if you understand. So, you can keep lying to yourself. That's a lie. I like fat guys. No woman likes fat guys. That's another lie where, according to science and reality, women find an athletic physique more attractive. I've done that before. Statistics. Where they poll women on what physique is most attractive to them. And females find certain physiques more attractive objectively. So being athletic in your physique is more attractive to women than being non-athletic. It's like women that can't get a guy who's handsome with a six-pack lie and go, I like a dad bod. Because they can't get a guy that doesn't have a bad dad bod. My woman is attractive enough, quality enough to attract a guy who's handsome with a six-pack. But if she was a woman that was ugly and lower value, she couldn't get a guy like me. She had to settle for a guy with a dad bod in his 20s or 30s. She might lie and tell what I wanted. I like a guy with a dad bod. I like some love handles. So women, they can't get a guy with a six-pack who's athletic, will lie and tell people, yeah, I like a dad bod. I like fat guys. Okay? Because that's what the guy wants to hear. And that's what she has to say to not accept that. Yeah, I'm not high quality enough to attract a high quality mate, a man that's handsome with a six-pack. I can't get that, see. I'm not beautiful enough, I'm not feminine enough to attract a masculine man who's physically masculine, having high testosterone physique, the masculine hormone, that leads to low body fat and athletic physique. I'm not feminine enough to attract a masculine man. I'm not feminine enough and beautiful enough to attract a man that's handsome and in shape. I have to settle for an average American, an average guy, average Joe, that has belly fat and boobs, okay? A guy who's in his 20s or 30s has a dad bod, okay? So I lie to people, be like, do you understand? That's the issue. It's like women that go, you can picture it like this. Greg Doucette is handsome. Notice I'm not a narcissist. I see somebody else that has something beauty that gives me narcissistic injury. It's like, I'm handsome. I don't have a deficiency. I see Greg Doucette, he's handsome by baseline. He's better looking than most men. Greg Doucette is better looking, like in his face, handsome, than 90% of men, I'd say. At least for sure 80%. So Greg Doucette is really handsome, good looking. Okay, and that doesn't mean I'm gay. I can see if a guy is fat or thin. I can see if a person is very ugly, average looks, or handsome. I don't have to be gay to be able to tell that's an ugly guy, that's a handsome guy. Okay, so Greg Doucette is handsome and in better shape than most people. So most people are fat, and a lot of American men have a dad bod. Okay. So Greg Doucette has low body fat, is in better shape than the average person. So if you picture this is a part of reality. Greg Doucette started dating another girl. He started dating some girl. And this girl that started dating Greg Doucette recently is like at a cafe with her lady friends. And I go like, hey, I just started dating a new guy called Greg. Look at this picture. And it's like he's got a six-pack and he's ripped. He's pretty much my physique only a little bigger. And he's handsome. And the other women that have guys with dad bods will feel like this woman has a higher quality mate than me. And they go like, I don't like guys with six-pack. I like a guy with a dad bod. I like a guy that has some love handles, okay, for me to hold on to. That's lying, see? Because they feel threatened that this woman has attracted a higher status male. This woman was able to attract a man that's higher level. I can't get that type of guy. I have to settle for an average Joe with an average Joe build, average Joe looks, average Joe everything. So that's the same type of thing that guys do. If there's a woman that has a high body count and they will lie and go, I don't care about your body count, but secretly judging it. Secretly, it's like if you start dating a girl, she's beautiful, and you get to a point where she tells you, talk about past relationship. It's like, how many boyfriends, if she tells you, I've had 6 boyfriends before, the man will feel like, intuitively, that it's like, that's a bad thing, see? It's like, I value her less now. But before, it's like, if you think she might, it's like, I hope she, if you think the person has just had one boyfriend before, it's like, okay, one boyfriend. And I would like it more if she was a virgin. But if it's like 6 boyfriends, then they would go down. So a guy might lie and tell a girl what he wants to hear. That, oh, I don't care, you had a lot of boyfriends before. That doesn't matter to me. That's the same type of lie that women say that they like fat guys or like guys with dad bods. Not according to science. Objective, not subjective. Objectively, science teaches that women find an athletic physique the most attractive. And an athletic physique. And if you get fat, you're less attracted to women. Okay? So yeah, it's like you can keep lying and playing little games, but the truth is the truth. So this is the truth zone, and not telling people what you want to hear and enable people to be weak and lying losers and toxic game players that show up here to sabotage what I'm doing by be like, I've got a fake sock puppet account, fake woman account saying I like fat guys to try to counteract the truth of my seeing that it makes you more attractive. If you're not fat, you're more attracted to a person that is fat. Okay? So maybe I had to pull up the little studies that I showed before, where it's like, according to polls, they told like 1,000 women, and 43% of women picked this as the most attractive physique. And it's a guy that has my type of physique. So it's not my fault that you're narcissistic, sinful enough to where you can't deal with the truth. Okay? That you're too weak, too toxic, too lewd fellow, or basically sort type of person. That too base that you can't accept the truth. So, yes, I'm in great shape, and I'm in superior shape. And we was blessed with me, and I was blessed with we. So thankfully we have a relationship that's not like, oh, it's like I have to be with this. She's like, she's blessed with me. She feels blessed with me. She falls over me. It's like, do you understand? When I call her on video calls, like I've been live on this live stream, it's like if I would end this live right now, I'd be like, my wife goes, honey, I'm about to sleep. I called her on video call, and I'm like this shirtless, and it's like, I'm here. Do you know that how she responds to me is fawning? It's like I'm talking to the video call, and like, hey, how you doing, honey? She goes, oh, you look so sexy now. I understand, like organically. She reacts like that, like beautiful, okay? Where it's like, I'm talking to a video call, I'm going, I'm washing dishes, talking to her, and she goes, oh, you look so good, my handsome, and her eyes are like, I understand, she's not faking it. Where it's like, I have the effect on her, like shock and awe, Shekinah glory, where she's like, she sees me, she's like, you look so good, understand? And so then I go, yeah, you look good too. She's like, oh, because you get shy, understand? She's like, I've never seen a hooker shy before, cause blush. Because they've been desensitized to male attraction. So we is a low body kind of woman who's feminine, and it's like if I look at her, I go like, wow, you're looking good, babe. You look cute. Or something. She goes, if you get shy, understand? Because the object of her desire, an attractive, high status male, is looking at her with desire, and it makes her like, understand? So it's like that's it. Do you understand? So that's another thing. I have to think for people because you don't have a genius IQ, you don't have a superpower brain like a genius brain like I do. So I have to outsource my thinking ability. There's certain tiers of perception, discernment, and knowledge and understanding any topic that is unique to people in my IQ bracket, like 120 and up. See? So any topic, my opinion is going to be higher value just based on having a genius IQ than the average person. See? Anything, look at something and me give my comment on it. It's going to be higher quality just on the base of my IQ understand. It's like going to ask a person who's got a sub 90 IQ your opinion on something, or a genius. If you could pay to get a genius opinion on something, or pick the brain, people value the genius person's opinion more, just on the base of the IQ, see, being smarter. So anyway, it's the point. One of the values that we has, she's a chaste woman. So I'm her first man, okay? She's 20, getting close to 30, okay? She's in her 20s, about 25. I'm her first man. I'm her first relationship, okay? And that's a high value, high worth. She's feminine. So what makes her more valuable than the average woman? Higher level, higher, more valuable. She's more feminine than the average woman. Where the average, and I'm not afraid to say it, the average Swedish and American woman, Western female, has been destroyed. They're hyper masculine. The average woman in the West is hyper masculine. They have male energy. And that's not attractive. Masculine men, alphas, want feminine women. And men that are effeminate, they might settle or have to settle for a masculine woman. But a masculine man is gonna want a feminine woman, okay? A masculine man is gonna want a feminine woman. So, we is feminine, beautiful, and has a low body count. I'm her first relationship. And think about this. Having several romantic partners, being a woman, like I want to go on a date, they get in a relationship, they switch, they go to relationship, is they don't have this effect. You've never seen a hooker blush, okay? It's like if there's a woman who's a lady of the night, and she's down the street corner, there's a guy in a car goes by, and looks at her and says, looking good. She's not going to be like shy and blush and feel kind of, understand? She's not going to have that effect. But a woman, my woman, who's never had a man before, she still retains this like innocence, where it's like I look at her and she kind of gets shy, understand? And I look at her and sometimes she gets shy, and she's like, understand? She gets shy, she has like a shy response, blush response, if I'm looking at her. And I really enjoy the effect that I have on her. I love that. Where it's like I don't have this like a dad bod where my wife is like kind of not that stimulated by me, but a young beautiful woman, I can have the effect on her, my wife, that she sees me shirtless and she goes, wow, It's like, you look so good, understand? Like organic. She's like, she sees me and she's like struck by how good I look. Wow, you look sexy now. And I'm not talking naked, I'm just talking like this, okay? She goes, wow, you look sexy now. She sees my upper body and my face. She goes, wow, you're so sexy. It's like, you look good now. So I like to be the type of guy that can have that effect on a woman, understand? Where she's like, follow me like, wow, you look good. And it's not only me who's look at her like that, like, wow, you're so beautiful. But she has the same feelings about me. So, no, women who say that they like guys with a dad bod, okay, that they prefer that. You are more attractive to women physically if you're athletic and not fat. If you have a dad bod, you're fat, you're less attractive to women. You're less attractive to women. And you can listen to people that are weak and that people in the game that are weak subhumans that have to lie to cope with reality because they're the type of person that has a low IQ, they're dumb, they can't attract a body mate. So to cope with reality, not being able to get a beautiful woman low body count, they have to lie and be like, well, I don't care if my wife has a high body count, I don't care about that. They have to lie to cope because the truth is they do care, everybody cares. And if you're a woman that can't get a guy who's ripped with a six-pack, what science teaches, the truth is that women are more attracted to an athletic body than men. They find it more attractive than someone who's got a dad bod. If you're a woman that can't get a guy that is athletic, which is more attractive, you might have to lie to yourself and others to cope with reality, with lies. I don't care, I like a dad bod. I like a guy who's fat. Okay, now that is a woman that also has a low character of being a liar too, which is also low power and low value. Being a person that has to use lies to cope with reality all the time. So, I gotta finish up